Greetings, lovelies. Hi, it's Emmy. Welcome back to another Emmy Eats. Today I will be eating another U.S. state, and it's the state of Nebraska. I received this package a little while back from Little Miss Each. So if you imagine the United States, and this being the West Coast and this being the East Coast, Nebraska is pretty much located right in the middle. And I believe I've driven through it, but I've really never spent any time in the state, so I don't really know much about it. But Little Miss H says that Nebraska is known for their corn, beef, flat land, and Huskers football. Little Miss H sent me a couple postcards so I could show you what Nebraska looks like. This is the actual Capitol building in Nebraska, in Lincoln. Nice. Thanks so much, Little Miss H, for sending me this package and sharing a little bit of Nebraska with me. So let's get started. They're Eileen's Colossal cookies. 12 cookies in there. I've been storing these in my freezer to keep them fresh. I think these are all different, so I'm going to try to eat as many as I can. Look at this little one right here. My guess is this is a snickerdoodle. I love snickerdoodles. So snickerdoodles are basically a sugar kind of butter cookie that are rolled in cinnamon sugar. Delicious. And have a fabulous name, snickerdoodle. My best friend in elementary school, her mom used to make these and she would share them with me and they were so good. So, love this cookie. All right, let's give it a taste. Itadakimasu. And indeed, that is a snickerdoodle. Really kind of soft, almost cakey-like texture. Buttery and cinnamony. So good. A very simple but delicious, delicious cookie. I'm going to guess that this is white chocolate macadamia nut. Slightly soft in texture, and then you've got the kind of a vanilla flavor of the cookie, and then you've got white chocolate, and then the nice crunch of macadamia nut. This one looks like it might be a just straight up chocolate chip cookie. Classic American cookie, isn't it? Are chocolate chip cookies found in the other parts of the world? In Japan they started to come on, but they were definitely pitched as a Western kind of thing. Anyways, let's give that a taste. Very kind of straight up, typical chocolate chip cookie. It's got kind of a bit of a crumbly texture, like a Chips Ahoy cookie or something like that. By the smell of that one and the looks, I think that's a butterscotch cookie. So instead of chocolate chips or white chocolate, it's butterscotch chips. All right, let's give them a taste. I think for those of you in the UK, you would call this flavor toffee. It has a texture of chocolate or white chocolate, that same kind of bite, but this really strong kind of buttered rum, butterscotchy, sweet flavor. It's good. This one looks like just a chocolate cookie, maybe it's with some walnuts. That's nice. It has more of a softer, cakey-like texture and has some walnuts in there. Kind of a lighter brownie. Is this chocolate oatmeal, maybe? Not sure. Let's give that one a go. I love the oaty flavor that comes with oatmeal and the chewiness that comes with it. Love it. That is great. This one has slightly a nubbly texture as well, but that looks like something kind of greenish on the bottom. I don't know if you can see that. I think that's oatmeal too, and as you can see, that little green bit is an M&M. It tastes slightly cinnamony. I'm not sure if that's because the dough is seasoned cinnamon-like, or if it was because it was stacked on top of a cinnamon-flavored cookie. I think this one might be peanut butter. Looks pretty plain. I think so. Pretty subtle if it is. Very kind of sandy, crumbly texture. I'm not a huge peanut butter fan actually, but that's not bad. And I think this is just a plain old sugar cookie. That's what it looks like. It smells kind of vanilla-y. Let's try it. That has a really light and fluffy texture. Really lovely texture though, almost like a cake. Falls apart in your mouth. Nice. Look at this one. I think that's going to be oatmeal raisin. You know, as a kid, I detested raisins. Detested them. But I've come around, and I actually quite like oatmeal raisin cookies now. I remember always being just terribly disappointed in receiving a cookie and thinking that it might be chocolate chip, and then upon closer inspection finding out that they were raisins, being just totally crushed. Really nice oatmeal flavor. Slight little bit of cinnamon in there. Nice chewy raisins and slightly chewy oatmeal cookie texture. Love that. I think this is going to be a chocolate M&M cookie, just by the look of it. And this, similar to the straight up chocolate chip cookie, has a vanilla kind of base cookie, and then studded with little rainbow of M&Ms. So that was Cookie Overload. That was a pretty good sampling of some of the most basic cookie flavors I think you can find here in the States. So that was great. Here's a great picture of the state of Nebraska. There it is. Oh, unfortunately it got broken in transit, so we'll have a little piece of that. I think that's a fairly typical milk chocolate bar. It's very sweet, melty, and not very strong in terms of chocolate flavor. A very kind of mild chocolate bar. But yeah, good. Because it really is something to be admired. Isn't that adorable? It's a dairy cow. I don't know what the variety of dairy cow this is called. Right beneath her udder there's a little cat. Can you see her? Animal husbandry experts out there, please tell me what kind of cow this is. I think it's a Jersey dairy cow. I don't know. And that is some white chocolate. It has a really creamy, melty mouthfeel. Very sweet and maybe kind of a slightly vanilla, condensed milk kind of flavor to me. I'm not a huge milk chocolate fan, but that's pretty good. Little Miss H said this marshmallow football, originated from Nebraska. It got a little bit squashed, but that's okay. I think it'll still taste good. Woo! Wow. This reminds me of Easter. The outside is a coating of milk chocolate, and inside it was like a fluffy, wet marshmallow that is very vanilla and very sweet. It's so sweet. It just reminds me of something that I would have during Easter, and probably the only time of year. Too sweet for my taste these days, but as a kid, these were fabulous. Chocolate Meltaways. Beautifully wrapped in some foil. Oh, they smell great. I think they're minty. Ooh, looks like dark chocolate. Really good. Yum, yum, yum. So the outside is a bit of dark chocolate, and inside is more chocolate that is flavored with mint, and it has a really lovely, lovely mouthfeel. Very smooth and melty, as the name implies, but great mint flavor. In terms of mint intensity, I would say similar to like an Andes mint, you know, those thin chocolate mint wafers, about that minty. So not overly so you still taste a lot of that chocolate. And if you're a chocolate mint fan like I am, you'll adore these. All right, thanks so much, Little Miss H, for sending me this package all the way from Nebraska and sharing a little bit of the Midwest with me. It was great. And thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoy that. I hope you guys learned something, and I'll see you in my next video. Toodaloo, take care. Bye. Monster Munch. Little Miss A said this is quite popular, but look at this flavor. Pickled onion. Here. Happy belated Valentine's Day.